So this is 11.3, number 31, and this is a really important problem to understand. So the first thing you're asked about is the average rate of change of revenue when the production increases from 1,000 to 1,001. So the X is going to go from 1,000 to 1,001. And the R of X is going to go from R of 1000 to R of 1001. And this is the actual additional revenue from producing item number 1001. So the total revenue that you get from selling 1001, the whole huge pile of money from selling 1001 of them. Then if you take away the revenue that came from the first 1,000, what will be left is the revenue for number 1001. So the average rate of change is going to be R of 1001 minus R of 1000 over 1001 minus 1000. So this is the actual revenue, the additional revenue from increasing your production by 1 when you were previously producing 1,000. So all that information is important. So I want to come over here because that R formula is kind of big. And so I'm going to do R of 1001 over here and get a result. And then put it in my formula. So 10 times 1001 minus 0.002 times 1001 squared, I'm getting 8,005.998. And this is in thousands of dollars, so I'm not going to round it off. Then R of 1000 is going to be 10 times 1000 minus 0.002 times 1000 squared. And for that, I'm getting 8,000. So my average rate of change is going to be 8,005.998 minus 8,000 over 1. So it's going to be 5.998 thousand dollars. Well, that just looks kind of awkward to me. So rather than having the word thousand, you can multiply the number by 1,000 and just say it's $5,998. So this is the actual additional revenue that you gain from producing item number 1001, which is the same thing as saying production increases from 1,000 to 1,001, and how much does the revenue change? Okay, then the marginal revenue, the instantaneous rate of change, oh, this is going to be a lot of work, because what we need to do is take this average rate of change formula. So R of 1001 minus R of 1000 over 1001 minus 1000, but that's our average rate of change, and then we're going to need to do the limit as h goes to 0. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to say R of A plus H. That's going to be 10 times A plus H minus 0.002 times A plus H squared. And we're going to work out what that is in algebra. So 10A plus 10H minus 0.002 times a squared plus 2ah plus h squared. And keep distributing as much as you can. So I'm going to distribute the 0.002 to a squared, to 2ah, and to h squared. Okay, so that's my r of a plus h. Then my r of a is going to be 10a minus 0.002a squared. So now I need to form my difference quotient, r of a plus h minus r of a over h. So I'm going to write r of a plus h. This takes a lot of patience, I know. And then I'm going to subtract off with parentheses r of a, 10a minus 0.002a squared, and that's all over h. So now I'm going to distribute the negative through r of a. So minus 10a plus 0.002a squared. And then, as we hope, the 10a cancels because it doesn't have a factor of an h. And the 0.002a squared cancels because it doesn't have a factor of an h. So then I'm going to factor out h from what's left. 10 minus 0.004a minus 0.002h over h, and those h's are going to cancel. So my average rate of change is going to be 10 minus 0.004a minus 0.002h. Then my instantaneous rate of change is the limit as h goes to 0 of my average rate of change. So I put 0 in for the h. And my instantaneous rate of change is 10 minus 0.004a. That's for any value of a. Now, if I want to know what happens when a is 1,000, I'm going to put in 1,000 for a, and I'm going to get 6. Well, this is $1,000. So this is the approximate additional revenue from, sorry, did not mean to ask for help. Although wouldn't it be nice if this would just give me help? Okay, the approximate additional revenue from producing item number 1001. So increasing production from 1000 to 1001. Do you hear that that's the same thing as just the amount for number 1001? So it's the next one. It's x is increasing by 1 from whatever it was. Okay, so let me know if you have questions about that one. Really, 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 really important.